it's time for art, and I'm so happy to see you today. So, let's get started. Guess what? Today, we are going to do a song with our art, and of course, it's about pumpkins because it's October and we're learning about pumpkins. So we are going to do the 5 Little Pumpkins song, and then we're going to make it in our art picture. I sent these home in your packets, but if you didn't get a packet from me, that is okay, because you can find these really easily on Google if you want to practice the words more. It is called the 5 Little Pumpkins, and if you did get this, feel free to color as I started coloring mine. Okay, let's talk about what we're going to need. You're going to need your orange paper, which I sent home, and if you don't have an orange paper, that's okay. You can just use some white paper. You might need 2 pieces of white paper if you don't have construction paper. You also will need a white paper or a black paper. Now, just in case you don't have construction paper at home, I'm going to be doing 2 different kinds of art. So you can choose 2 different types in case you don't have construction paper and in case you do. So, if you have construction paper, you're going to need white, black, or not white, I'm sorry. If you have construction paper, you're going to need orange, black, and brown. Orange, black, and brown. If you do not have construction paper, you are going to need 3 white pieces of paper. Okay, so first, let's do our song. Ready? Put your fingers up for our 5 little pumpkins. 5 little pumpkins sitting on the gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There's witches in the air." The third one said, "But I don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run and run and run." And the fifth one said, "Let's have some fun." So, ooh, with the wind, out went the lights, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Great job! I hope you like that song. It's one of my favorite songs. So, first, let's get to our art project. You need to get your orange piece of paper, and we are going to fold it hot dog style. And we are going to, just like this, like a hot dog. So, we are going to start cutting. Now remember our rule about scissors. You have to have an adult or a friend. You're also, or an older friend, or ask for help, because it's okay to ask for help. You also need a glue stick, and you might need some markers if you don't have construction paper. So, let's get started. We need to make our 5 pumpkins. We're going to start by making 5 half circles on our paper. If you need to trace a half circle for an outline to follow, then do that. I've been cutting for a long time, so I don't need it. You can trace an outline just like that. And we are going to do 5 of these. So we're going to do 1. And if I go faster than you, remember, just pause the video. And they can be all different sizes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I ran out of room, and that's okay. I'm going to open it up, fold it over here on this little square, and make another one. And 5. And remember, when we go to a pumpkin patch, we see all different shapes of pumpkins. Big ones, little ones, small ones, medium ones. So not every pumpkin has to be the same. So now we have our 5 pumpkins. And if you're not that fast at cutting, that is okay. Just pause the video and press play when you're ready. So we have our 5 pumpkins. Now we're going to set those up there. And you are going to need either your black paper, if you have construction paper, or your white paper. This is going to be our background for our picture. So let's get started. These are our background. Now we have to make the fence, and we're going to use the brown paper or a brown marker to make the fence. So first I'll show you how to cut it. Next I'll show you how to draw it. And the fence is going to be long rectangular strips. So turn your paper sideways, just like this, and you're going to cut 2 long strips. Or, I'm sorry, yes, 2 long strips. So 1, and remember, you don't have to cut perfectly straight. 1 and 2. Now, we're going to turn our paper this way, and we're going to cut 2 more strips. 1 and 2. Okay, so we're going to see which strip is longer. Which strip is longer? This strip is longer. So you get your 2 longer strips, just like that, and get your glue. Glue the back of the strip, and we're going to glue them towards the bottom of the paper, and I will show you, just like this. Just like this. So your 2 strips should be on the bottom of the paper. Now, we're going to fold our short strip in half, just like that, and we're going to cut it right on the bend. See how it bends? Cut it right there. Snip. And we're going to cut it again for our second strip. So if we had 2 strips, and then we cut each in half, which made 2. Now we have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 strips. Now we're going to glue our 4 strips. Put a little glue on the back of your strip. You don't need too much, because we don't want to ruin our glue by pressing too hard. And you're just going to glue them on your paper. And I will show you how that looks. So I've done 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that. Now we have our fence. Okay, now I'm going to show you, if you didn't have construction paper and you only have a marker and white paper, how you can make a fence. So get your white paper, just like this, and your brown marker. We're going to make 4 short rectangle lines. So 1, and if you want them thicker, you just go 2. So 1, 2, 3, and remember, if yours isn't just like mine, that's okay, because we're all different and we all make different art. And then 1 more. And that's what makes art so special and cool, because you can make it your way and nobody's going to make it like you. So we have our 4 posts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to connect the posts with our 2 fences. So 1, 2, just like this. And we're going to do that to all of them. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So it looks just like this. So this is for the people who have just white paper, and for people who have construction paper. There's 2 ways to do it. Now we're going to do our pumpkins. And because I didn't have a ton of time to do all of the pumpkins, I made 2 sets. early. Now we're going to glue all of our pumpkins on. I didn't want our video to be too long, so now you just glue your pumpkins on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness, one of my pumpkins ran out of room, so I'm going to put him at the bottom of the fence. 5. See, when we run out of room or we make a mistake, we can just do it like that. There's always a way to fix it. So there's 4. I already made faces on all of these ones, so let's make some faces together. And you could draw your pumpkins on there as well, which is just like orange circle shapes. So now I'm going to glue this one, but teacher didn't want to take too long, so I pre-cut them. But if you don't have orange construction paper, just draw orange circles on your plate, on your paper, and do the best you can. Because remember, it's art, and it can be any way that you want it to be. And my last pumpkin. Here we go. This one didn't have room either, but that's okay. Now we're going to make their faces. And as you can see on my pumpkins, I made a sad one, a happy one, a spooky one, a regular one, and a silly one. Now you can make your faces any way that you want and use any shapes, triangle eyes, circle noses, funny mouth, whatever you want to do. I'm going to do mine kind of quickly. So there you go, doing some eyes, a silly mouth, doing some circle eyes and a rectangle nose and a spooky tongue. And I'm going to do square eyes and a triangle nose and a smile. Maybe I'll give him some teeth. There we go. And for my last one, that looks like it would be a silly pumpkin. So I'm going to do some oval eyes and a triangle nose. And maybe he's a little scared. Ooh, so he's going, ooh, he's the scared pumpkin. And if yours took a little longer, that's okay. Just pause the video. All right, so here is our pumpkins. Now, if you have a white crayon or a yellow crayon or a white or yellow color pencil, since it's late at night in this picture, you can make some stars on the black paper. When do we ever get to use white? Not very often. So you can make your stars. Ooh, maybe a moon. And if you're not very good at making stars, you could do little dots as well. And you can make a moon by making a D. All right, and you can add some vines or whatever you would like to your picture. Thanks for singing with me, and I hope you had a lot of fun making art. I will see you next week. Bye.